How's it going today, guys? GAME-O-HOLIC here once again with another retro modern pickups video. And I know a lot of you like to say that big things come in small packages. That is certainly to no avail here. This is going to be a Famicom exclusive video. Let's check out what's in this box. So again, you guys know that I like to shop on a site called Whatnot. That is where a lot of these games came from, if not all of them. So we'll start off with the not so important ones. I am a fan of Ultraman, so this is Ultraman Club 2 and 3 for the Famicom. I don't know a lot about these. I am a fan of the Ultraman series, so I did want to start collecting for other consoles. Ultraman is literally on every single console known to man at this point. So going back to the early days, this is going to be an interesting game to check out. And then here is a fantastic classic, Clu Land. Now, I don't know a lot about some of these older Black Label NES games, like Wrecking Crew and all that and stuff, but I knew Clu Land was one of those games that I was missing, so I picked it up for $1. I forgot to mention that the other games were $1 as well, so this was a great addition to the collection. Next up on the list is Adventure Island. Now, Adventure Island, there is a lot of games that have come out, especially on the NES and the Super Famicom. This is the first Adventure Island, which I did not own. Hard to believe. I only paid $1 for this, and this was an interesting classic to add to the collection for not owning it. So I'm glad I picked this one up. Also adding to the collection, a classic on the Famicom, and that is Bomberman. Now, Bomberman, as you could see in a previous video, I did pick up. This is the game where you run around with the bombs trying to kill the enemies, and it's an over-the-top game. It's pretty cool. Again, I did not own the original one. I do own Super Bombermans 1 through 5 on the Super Famicom, but I was missing this one, so this was pretty decent to grab this at $1. Also for $1, this I am trying to get into the series, and that is Wagonland 2. Now, I am aware that I'm missing 1 and 3. This is a side-scroller adventure game. I've seen a lot of videos on this. I have a modified Xbox that has, you know, a bunch of games on it, and that's actually how I initially came across this. So actually playing this legit now on a Famicom is going to be quite interesting, so I can't wait to see what Wagonland is actually all about. Also adding to the list, we have one of those space shooters, and that is Xevious on the Famicom. Now, Xevious is another one of those surprisingly, hey, why didn't you own it games? So a lot of games eluded my grasp growing up, even in American for the NES. I just never got around to owning some of these games. So when I found out that on the Famicom you don't really need translations for certain games, that's when I started picking these up because, hey, it's cheaper, and I'm a cheap gamer. Next up on the list, another shooter, and this one is a doozy by Konami. It is Gradius. Now, Gradius, this was surprising that I did not own, as I do like to play this game a lot. I've played it a lot in the arcade and whatnot. I just love the cover of this version of the game. I'm glad I finally picked this up. Again, at $1, I cannot complain. Some of these games were an absolute steal for their price. Also adding to the list, we're getting down to the final 3. Mobile Suit Gundam Hot Scramble. Now, this game kind of reminds me of Transformers on the Famicom. Obviously, it is different, but I never really got into a lot of the Mobile Suit Gundam games. So, this is going to be a little different to check out. It looks like it's playable, and was one of those games that goes for a little bit more money. Not crazy amounts, but It goes for around 10 bucks. Again, I only paid $1 for it, so can't complain on the price. And the final two games that we're going to add on the list are Arkanoid. Now, Arkanoid is a obvious arcade game where you hit the ball up into the air to knock out the blocks with the stick. It's modern day Breakout, which I enjoy playing this a lot of the time, just, you know, picking it up from time to time on any of my consoles or whatnot. But finally owning a physical copy of it is great. But the one I want to talk about on the end is the sequel, and that's Arkanoid 2 Do It Again. Now, this one is around a $20 game that I got for $1, which is insane. This was actually the first game I bought in the lot. So this one has more of like a story mode to it, to my recollection. If not, you know, fact check me on that. But I love these old school arcade games. They're fantastic. They're still pick up and playable today, and that's why I like to pick them up to add to the collection, especially at a very low price. Once again, guys, thank you once again for tuning into another Retro Modern Pickups video. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and I know that you guys know what to do. I don't have to put a banner on there because I put it at the end anyway. You know to like, comment, subscribe, share, do what you gotta do, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, stay retro.